Hey guys, Fitness Evan here. Thanks for tuning into the video. In this video, I'm going to talk about the 5 mistakes people make when having a disability. And what I mean by this is not really mistakes, but things to avoid doing when having a disability. So for those people out there that have a physical disability, a mental/intellectual disability, a learning disability, or just a condition that affects your overall health. These are 5 things to avoid doing when you are growing up and when you are just living life, okay? I'm going to start off by talking about the 5th thing to avoid doing, which is to not set goals. Because if you don't set goals in life, you're never going to get anywhere. So if your goal in life is to build a business, then make that a goal of yours. If your goal is to become an athlete, then set the goal to become an athlete. If your goal is to become a customer service representative of a business of some sort, set that goal and start working towards it, okay? That's one of the biggest things you gotta do when it comes to life, is to set goals. And setting goals doesn't mean just people that don't have a disability. People that have a disability should set goals as well, because you guys, we in general, are just as capable of achieving goals as people that don't have a disability. The next thing that I want you guys to know to avoid is to not find alternatives. And what I mean by this is to not find a certain thing, and when you find that thing and you're trying to figure out how to do it, but you can't think of anything or whatnot, and you feel like you can't do it, and almost like setting a goal and not being able to achieve that goal, and thinking okay, it's nothing. Don't think that way. You find an alternative to be able to handle that goal, and there is always a way to achieve that goal, okay? So that's what I mean by not finding alternatives, because there's always an alternative to a certain routine of some sort, or to a certain path to get to somewhere. There's always an alternate route. The 3rd thing is using your disability as an excuse. And I myself have done this occasionally from time to time, and I really hate it. But whenever I feel like I don't want to do something, I always use my disability as an excuse to not do it, which is stupid. Because in the end, I know I can do it, it's just I don't want to. And that's very, as I said, very stupid, because then it just pisses everyone off, because of the fact that through all your life, you've been doing other things, but yet just because of something that you don't want to do of some sort, or they are aware that you don't want to do something of some sort, you use your disability as an excuse to not do it. So don't do that at all. The second thing to avoid doing is to not try, okay? When you feel like you want to do something, whether it's that goal that you set for yourself and finding alternatives to achieve that goal, it's a good thing to try. And it's not a good thing to not try at all, because as as I've said before in my previous video of the opposite spectrum of disabilities, the 5 pros of being disabled, anything is possible. So there's no need to not try. And that's what I mean by this thing to avoid, is to not try. Because again, you can do anything. And if you try, then you have learned something from that opportunity that you just tried. And then if you want to further go ahead and learn even more, then try again, and then try again. And if you fail on those other attempts, continue trying until you succeed. Because 9 times out of 10 you might fail, but that 10th time you will succeed, and it will be the biggest opportunity of your life, and you would be very happy that you continued trying and that you tried in general, because you got to the point where you wanted to be. And the first thing that I want you guys to avoid doing is just to not believe in yourself. Because believing in yourself is the main thing you got to do when it comes to life. You have to believe that you are capable of anything. And you are capable of anything. You are capable of achieving those goals that you set. You are capable of finding alternatives. You are capable of doing everything and not having to make an excuse for it. And you're capable of trying and everything. And you're capable of believing in yourself. Because when you believe in yourself, all those other things are possible. I hope you enjoyed this little video. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe if you want to stay tuned for future videos like fitness topics of the same variety, fitness tutorials of exercises that need to be done or that could be done with an exercise program, as well as my fitness vlogs that I plan to post once in a while, just to give you guys an update of what's going on in my life. And if you want to stay tuned for those stuff, hit that notification button so when you are subscribed and I post my video, you will be notified that I posted that video and you can watch it. Until then, I'll catch you guys later.